Hey, welcome to Old Ass Movie Reviews. I'm Scott. There is Dave, and we have got an interesting review today. One of our seasons, we did the whole Star Trek movies, and we covered every damn one of them. And of course, the most common favorite is Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, which Dave and I got to see last night, and then we're treated with a little 1 hour show by William Shatner, telling stories and interacting with the crowd. And it was actually really, really cool to see.
It was funny because we took our wives, we went to go see this. So it was the four of us. And I had such a good time at this event. And it was at a nice place, the Sanger Theater. You walk in and it's right out of the 20s. It looks like, I think Kat said it was built back in the 20s. And I'm just looking at this theater like, wow, what a great place to have an event like this at. And we're watching The Wrath of Khan. It's on the big screen because they watch the movie first and then he comes out. How many times did that movie stop, get interrupted, have bad sound? Like four?
It was bad. It was
easily.
Look, there was a lot of technical issues. It did kill the show. I will just get out. My biggest problem was I think they should have checked the sound out because I swear to God, it was at a dangerously high level. I had my fingers in my ears for the entire time of the movie, and it was bad. So
that's the one thing that I would say the singer needs to do is check their sound design.
Whoever was responsible for the sound, if Shatner's tour brought that in, they need to check it. The singer needs to check it. Somebody, because it was bad.
Because in a theater like that, those theaters are designed. The old theaters were designed so you could act on stage without any microphones.
I don't think they needed movie speakers up 10 feet from us in the upper balconies because it would have carried already from the stage.
Those things were as big as my freaking desk here. I mean, they were huge. And I'm like, wow, that's that. And I was having trouble. And then after they fixed the sound, you had that background hum.
Oh, God, there was so much distortion.
Which was more annoying than just the loud sound.
Well, Janine and I were talking on the way home about the sound. It seemed like the treble was amped up so high.
Yeah.
We're like, were they wearing tap shoes? Because you could hear them click, 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 walking. So it's like, okay, we're going to have a musical number here in the middle of Khan.
Yeah, it was just too loud. Other than that, when Shatner came out, I mean, he got a standing applause, of course.
Of course he did.
And then he started talking about the problems that they were having, the technical difficulties. And he was just Shatner. He was just ripping on it. And he was just ripping on it.
You know, that's one of the things that got me. He came out, he ripped on that. He ripped on the fact that the local radio station had somebody asking questions. He spent a long time talking about how good it was to just be the only person on the stage doing the show himself without anybody else. And he's like, and I got you here.
Yeah, why do I got you here?
Shatner wasn't playing. This blew my mind. This man's 94 years old, and he starts off talking about how he shit his pants. So I've absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. That was a different show, but he talked about what happened when he got sick doing this show and shit his pants, and it was absolutely hilarious to hear somebody of his caliber tell these stories. Was absolutely wonderful.
But I think they got like 4 questions in.
They didn't get much.
Maybe 3 or 4 questions. But it was funny because Shatner would take the question and then he would tell 3 different stories that all led to the answer of whatever question he was asked. And these stories would go on for 25 minutes. And then he'd answer, then by the time he was finished, he had answered the question. And it's like, that's amazing. That guy, he's 94 years old. He's as smart as a whip. He was messing with the one group of people in front of him because he was looking for a name of something and somebody says the name. He's like, yes, that's it. Thank you. He's like, I'm going to rely on you.
And he did.
And then he walks to the other side of the stage and he's pretending to, I think this is all him just pretending to forget shit. And they shouted out something and it was wrong. And he's like, no, you're wrong. I can't rely on you.
I'm done with you or what? I can rely on you.
He's just busting chops. of everybody that are like in the front rows. He was so damn delightful to listen to, and the stories that he was telling, you know.
Yeah, it was really cool, well, really fun. And you know, we've seen this movie, we've all seen it a million times, and I still take away something new every time I watch it.
Yeah.
So there's I can't believe I've never caught the symbolism of this movie, of the Genesis device, and we have life and rebirth and death is the whole theme of this movie, and I feel so stupid because it's right in your face. You have Kirk's new life with his son.
Right.
You have the Genesis device creating planet. You have Khan, with his. Dick. Oh God, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. So, you know, folks, we've talked a lot about the movie Wrath of Khan, and please go back and check our earlier episodes of it where we go in a lot of depth. But this was really cool to watch that movie. And then to see Captain Kirk walk out on stage, 94 years old, man does not walk like it. I mean, a little bit, but not really. He looked great. I hope I look that good at 94.
I hope I have all my faculties when I'm at 94.
I don't have all my faculties now. I'm screwed.
Yeah, I already forget names. It's funny because I leaned over to Kat. I said, I forget more names than this guy. And it's like he's telling stories from 50 years ago or more. And he's remembering everybody's names. The stories that he told about Leonard Nimoy and stealing his bicycle.
Those were hilarious.
I had read one of those stories before. I never heard the story about DeForest Kelley and the bagels. He tells these stories, and then the one story that he's talking about when the cop pulls him over for doing 110 down the highway. I think he's talking about him being dressed as T.J. Hooker. I wasn't sure whether he was dressed as T.J. Hooker or dressed as Kirk.
It was a Kirk story that he was talking about.
So it was a Kirk
they were
story.
going to film at an alien planet that was some. I forget
either
where
way
he
would
said.
have been funny.
Oh, absolutely.
I wonder if that's the Gorn one.
It might be because that's what I was thinking.
That's what I
froze.
was wondering. Yeah,
yeah, I'm back. Okay, yeah,
so good.
Yeah. It was really entertaining. I've met Shatner a couple times at conventions with a few brief minutes that got to talk to him. He's just a really genuinely nice guy. I don't care what people say. Maybe they just had a bad experience. Look,
I've had humor.
It is his sense of humor. Maybe that's why I get it, because I notice a lot of people think sarcastic, dry humored people are assholes, and we are, but we find humor. I think we find humor in that. We find humor in sarcasm and assholishness. I guess I don't know.
Well, it's human. You know, you find humor in being human and human frailty. You know, in myself and in others, mostly in others.
Judge away, David. Judge away.
and I've read a few of his books and the stories that he tells, and I always chuckled because I remember reading a couple of his books after I found out that everybody was saying, you know, he's this, he's that. And I was like, the reason everybody's thinking that is because they don't have a sense of humor. Like, I'm reading his book and I'm like, I see why people think that he was so mean. But me, if I were working with him in that capacity, I probably would have started messing with him the exact same way.
Oh, I'd have brought it right back. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And evidently Leonard Nimoy did bring it right back.
Yeah.
So that's why those two got along so well. DeForest Kelley would mess with him too. Like, if you read his books, they're really good.
Oh, I definitely have to do that.
I just think it's so funny, man, that this guy started out as a Shakespearean actor. And of course we see him in the Twilight Zone. I really do wish he would have. I know we were there for Wrath of Khan, but I was really hoping for him to talk about T.J. Hooker in some of the Twilight Zone episodes, the two that he was in. That would have been really cool.
I guess if I have another complaint, and it's really not a complaint, it's just there wasn't a lot of time. I wish he would have had more time to talk or would have told a few more stories. But, I mean, what we got was worth it. I enjoyed it. I definitely recommend going to these things. It got me really thinking about John Cleese.
Coming. Yeah. Kat and I are thinking about that too. So
yeah. So it got me thinking about that because I'd never been to anything like this. So Dave and I wanted to kind of do this show to let you guys know when these come through your town, these little one-man shows.
Right.
They're definitely worth it. Janine and I went to one with C. Thomas Howell last year.
For what?
And
For
here
which
in
one? Which
C.
movie?
Thomas Outsiders.
Man.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal, and it was a little frustrating because C. Thomas Howell has a band, and we started the show with like an hour concert in a venue with no air conditioning in summertime.
Oh.
And so on metal chairs, by the time the band concert was over, and he told stories. This was cool. During the band, he told stories during his songs. So that was kind of cool, mixing it up. That was great. Right. But what I really wanted, and I think, I don't know what other people wanted, what we wanted was stories about the Outsiders and the cast and everything. So then they were going to show the movie. So now we're like 3 hours after start time would be his Q&A. Well, he was actually he was going to comment during the movie. He was going to do a commentary. We didn't stay. I didn't stay. I was so miserable because it was so hot. And it's like, you know what? We got something. We got to see him. We got to see his band. He got a few stories, but it was just not a great situation.
Right.
This was better. It was cold in there. It was not hot.
Yeah,
so
we had air conditioning. Colder than I thought it was going to be.
It was actually freezing. I almost needed a jacket near the end.
Yeah.
So
I was cuddling next to the wife like I'm cold.
Well, I'm glad you cuddled up next to her instead of me, since we were right next to each other. I was
going to cuddle next to you, but you were cuddling with your own wife, and I wasn't going to get involved.
I appreciate that. That's just too creepy, and I don't go that way.
Nobody needs that in public.
Nobody needs that. No. Anyway, yeah, so this is the second time I've went to something like this, and this was done a little better. But I mean, of course, it was where it was. The venue really made it. So Shatner. I like that. Yeah, Shatner was definitely worth it.
Shatner telling stories.
Yeah. Yeah, story time with Shatner, and I hadn't heard any of these, so because I hadn't read his books like you had, and it just, folks, when you get to see these people, I know we make them larger than life. Mm-hmm. They're on the screen, and it's like, oh my God, it's Captain Kirk. No, it's William Shatner. He's as human as could be last night.
Yeah,
just having a good time, reminiscing, talking about his friends Leonard and DeForest, and the jokes that they played, and some of his escapades on set and stuff like that, which were absolutely hilarious. And I enjoyed the hell out of it.
So did I. I know Kat enjoyed the hell out of it. We were talking a little bit on the way home. We were just like, that was so cool. That's something I'll never get again, probably. I don't know when the next time he's going to come to Pensacola. So there's no telling whether I'd ever meet him again.
You probably not.
To see him and listen to him, I got Tom Jones, I got William Shatner, I got Tony Bennett, I got Harry Connick Jr. under my belt. I mean, these are bands these are people that I'm like, these are icons to me.
Absolutely.
And those are the people that I've seen that I'd like. I've seen other bands and I've seen other people in person and in concerts and stuff, but those four are like, wow, I wish I would have seen Leonard Nimoy in something like this before he passed.
Yes.
I'd love to see Koenig do like a one-man show, because he's such a nice guy. But I think he's really frail now. I'm not sure.
When I saw him about 5 years ago at Pensacon, got to meet him. He was very frail. I was scared to shake his hand. And it's like, I don't see Walter Koenig going out doing anything, but he was such a sweet man.
Yeah.
So he was really nice. He was really kind. That was the same year that Uhura, Nichelle Nichols, was there.
Oh, nice.
And it was the same weekend that Leonard Nimoy had died. So
God, that's heartbreaking, man.
Yeah. So there was a lot of Star Trek feels that weekend. I met a lot of Trek actors and everything, which was really cool. But yeah, that was probably the last time Shatner can't be doing this much longer, I don't think. So
no. Does he really want? I think he wants to. I think that's what's keeping him going. I think he likes to go see the people and talk and just.
I would too. I would too.
That'd be nice.
If you got somebody to handle it and somebody to drive you and somebody to take care of everything in your itinerary and you just got to show up, dude. Okay. And talk and you're living your best life. You're enjoying doing it. You're enjoying reconnecting with the fans. Right. At 94 years old. God bless you, Bill. That's all I got to say.
He's been doing it since the 50s, because he did Playhouse, he did Twilight Zones. So probably since the 50s when they used to have the old playhouses on. They were live productions. And yeah, man, he's been around a long time.
He has.
Very long time. It's crazy. Yeah, but if you ever have a chance to see Bill Shatner do his thing at Wrath of Khan,
do it.
Watch it.
Go
see him. I'm kind of kicking myself in the rear end, but man, I didn't stay up late after I got home because I'm old. I don't know how that man stayed up and with the energy that he had.
Because he probably slept till about 9 o'clock last night.
I was going to say, he must have slept right up until it was time to come out on stage.
I would have.
I was tired. How about you? I was tired by the time I got home.
I was very tired, and I still stayed up. But
yeah.
But yes, folks, I definitely recommend it. It was really fun. I'm glad we got to go and see it. I got home. And on a different note, I had to turn on WWE SummerSlam. And all I'm going to say is Punk got robbed. That's some bullshit that went down last night. It's bullshit. Anyway, CM Punk deserved more than a 5-minute reign as world champion, the world heavyweight champion, stolen from him by Seth freaking Rollins. Bullshit. Anyway.
What Scott said. I'm sure it's positive and 100% right. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
Should, man. I was so mad. Because I didn't want to get spoiled when I woke up this morning with all the news. I stayed up and watched. I didn't watch 3 hours. I fast forwarded to the end of every single match. So I was up till about 1.
Oh, geez.
And when I saw that, I just, God damn, I can't sleep now. I'm so mad. But
see, we got the CWF coming up on the 16th. And then we have another CWF coming up on the 30th. 30th,
right? Yes. 30th.
So we got two big shows coming up. And that's what I'm afraid of is somebody's going to win that I don't want to have win, or somebody's going to lose that I don't want to have lose. They'll hear about it.
Well, that's why in morning, CM Punk, best in the world. The rest is bullshit. So anyway. Oh, what a night. What a night. So yeah, Star Trek, Wrath of Khan, William Shatner's one-man show. Definitely check it out. Folks, if you like what Dave and I do here, our just mindless banner back and forth and tell you about things that we find interesting, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and check us out. Share us around and let us know what you want to see, what you want to talk about. We will review pretty much anything. So, pretty much anything. So tune in next week, and we'll catch you later with some review of something. Later.